I wanna sneak into an old age home that still has a Wii going, and I wanna look at the scores
A
on
Wii that's been running for 16 years.
Yeah. What crazy scores are on these?
Yeah, I'd like to see what the scores on the Wii Fit mini games are in a retirement home.
Oh, apparently your score is 0.0000000.
Yeah. Well, wait, just start with a score of 1, so...
You get 0. I didn't know it could display 0. Well, it can.
Yeah.
We found out somehow in 16 years.
No, the score is crown, corrupted tile.
Yeah, it's whatever the highest character can display. It's like it's like pound sign and then a asterisk and something else, and then
yeah.
I don't know what these games can display. These Wii games.
All right. Well,
what's the default Wii system font? Like, can you look at it and see what it can display? Like, what's its highest character?
I don't know.
Like, when it loses its mind, what does it display?
Well, I assume it displays ASCII characters, so the highest character would be some kind of blocker. Like, just a... Yeah, like, it's usually a block or a smiley face or something. I don't know.
My score's a smiley face. Yeah, I like old people talking about invalid characters, the squares. You ever see old people use a phone and then get a text that their phone can't display?
Let's play blackjack.
And they get the squares.
Yeah.
And they ask you, how'd you do the squares? You ever see that? I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I like all the squares.
Yeah.
And they enjoy the squares.
Yeah. Well, the squares are enjoyable.
Squares are awesome, dude. How do you get the squares? My score is just squares.
Action sport. Activation.
Hmm?
Air Force. American variation. What? Bin to Benny's. Bow. Oh my god. This is ominous.
Is that the bad guy? Bo.
Okay, let's set the fastballs this time. Yeah, let's go.
How come I don't get to pick a character?
I know.
Am I still Roger?
I guess you're Roger for now on. That's just you now.
Rito. What mode are we playing?
We're playing blackjack.
I thought we were playing pool.
Okay.
Pocketed by Redo. Way to go, Redo.
7 point. Wait, what? Was that the 7 ball? Okay.
I'm still Roger.
I thought that was the 1 ball.
If you're the second player, are you just Roger in this?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
he's exclusive to the second player.
And I can't pick him.
Oh my god.
He's not mine to pick. Oh, what do I do? I guess I'll just chance it. Whoops. Yeah, 5 ball. How do you... I like to think that anyone who's good at pool would be able to clear blackjack in like 1 or 2 turns. Because like you only have to get a few balls.
There's people who are absolutely the skill ceiling for pool is insane.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's so much physics involved. There's people who will do what we do in 10 turns, they'll do in 1 turn. And they'll set up the table so the other player can't do it. So they'll set it up so that they can do all this stuff in 1 turn with all the physics things going on. Set up the table so that the other player can't win.
Mm-hmm.
And also set it up so anything they do will set them up
to
win next turn. It's totally insane. It's a very, very high skill ceiling game. because the balls are round. There's too many ways you can hit it.
It's just balls on a field.
It's a very good game because it's astronomical how good you can get it.
Yeah.
It's way better than anything involving a deck of cards.
Oh yeah.
Because apparently you can just count the cards. You can't count the physics of pool.
And like, people could become extremely good at card games. It just becomes a matter of, opening your third eye and reading people's minds.
Look, there's only so many cards in a deck.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't. It's convergent. It ends. So therefore.
Yeah.
It's solvable a lot faster than pool.
So in conclusion, Yu-Gi-Oh is the superior product to classic playing cards.
There's more combinations.
Yeah.
It has to be. How can it not be? There's more that can happen.
That's the conclusion to take from this. Yep. That's the sole conclusion to take from this. Yu-Gi-Oh is superior. It's the best game ever, actually.
But pool is better than that.
Yeah, pool is better than Yu-Gi-Oh.
What's the game that has the most, like... If you could somehow play pool without the table, play some kind of 3D pool, that would obviously be better than pool, right?
Yeah.
There's a way to do that. I don't know how you would. Space pool.
No, like a mixture of mini putt and pool, where each hole is behind like an obstacle course for each ball.
Oh my.
And so people somehow figure out how to get multiple balls down a track into the hole at once. Oh my god, you got higher than me somehow.
Whoa.
See what I'm saying? This game is like... How can this game take less than 3 turns? But I guess that's good, because you can like do a bunch of rounds this way.
Wait a minute. I know how to make pool have a way higher skill ceiling and make it even more of a better game. You make it even more good. You know what you do? You just take the pool table and you make it enormous, and you give people golf clubs. Think about it.
Oh yeah.
It's just golf.
It's
golf pool.
Yeah.
What now?
Oh, there's
12 balls in this golf course and a bunch of holes.
That reminds me.
Think about it.
That reminds me of this.
Set in.
That reminds me of this idea we were talking about back in high school, where there's just a planet, like a barren planet.
I still think about that.
With a giant iron ball,
planet ball or whatever,
and you can take a backpack full of whatever, like
you get a standard size backpack. Yep, you take whatever you want. And your object is to get the huge iron ball, like the size of a person. Yeah. To the into the hole on the other side of the planet. Yeah, it's the other pole. You start at the North Pole, and you got to get to the South Pole.
Yeah.
And there's no teams.
There are no rules.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No rules and no teams.
You have to figure out. It's like Survivor. You make your own. You have to figure out.
But
who you're gonna. The last person that touches that ball before it goes in the hole.
Yeah.
Is like a trillionaire. So you can make teams. One person cannot push the ball. You have to figure out how to get people happy enough so that they'll help you. But then at the last minute, you have to trick them because it can only be one person that touches the ball. You can make agreements.
Yeah.
You can say, I swear, if you help me, I'll give you half. You can do that. There's no rules. You can decide what you want to do. You just take whatever in your backpack, and that's all you can have. You gotta survive it. Satellite photography will be watching the game and figuring out what's happening. Try not to lose the ball in a canyon.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that would almost certainly happen, though. It's like, they try to pick a really flat planet, but there's still like ravines and stuff that the ball can like get lost in, and you have to continue the game if you get it lost. Like you have to figure out how to get this massive.
Listen, the ship doesn't come to get you until a year. It doesn't matter. the ball's lost, you have to survive the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So that's part of the game. You gotta think what you're bringing in your backpack to help you survive for a year.
Yeah.
You gotta think. The ship is not coming any faster if you lose the ball.
Mm-hmm. How did we forget how to make pool games?
I don't know.
It's like
the Super Nintendo
the
one's
stupid
better.
little, like, it's fun to play. This isn't fun to play.
Good job, Retro. I mean, Rio.
I don't think we've been able to shoot on our first try.
No, not one time. I don't think one time anybody got it. Maybe I did once. And all this time I got to shoot on the first try. If you made a solid iron sphere, it was 5 feet diameter all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
How heavy would that be?
Yeah, I can't
1,000
imagine.
pounds? Solid iron?
1,000 tons, maybe.
Oh,
no, not 1,000. Not 1,000 tons, but like
a few thousand pounds.
60 or something. Like, it's got to be massive.
I'm just thinking, it's over 1,000.
We're iron is a pretty heavy metal too.
Oh yeah.
Like, we're not talking aluminum here.
Yeah, it's probably a few thousand. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Well, because a car, which is...
Yeah, I'm thinking of a car.
A car is about 1,000 pounds. And we're thinking of something like 1/4 of the size of that.
But it's solid
But
iron.
it's solid.
Yeah. It might be like 10,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too heavy. How many... If 100 people play the game, can they move that?
They would need to... See, that's a part of the game, because they need to work together.
Yeah.
They have no choice.
Yeah, there's no... Yeah.
But yeah, like, I think you'd have to do the math and figure out how heavy you can make it.
Yeah, I'll just figure it out later. Just for fun.
Yeah. Because you need, like, say, 6 very strong people would have to be able to push it on a flat plane without tools. Or you could, like,
It's interesting. You'd have to figure out how to, like, not let too many people die.
Yeah.
So there'd probably be a lot of... Even though only one person can win, you would still have to do a lot of teamwork. How do you convince people to do that? Like...
Well, they'd have no choice.
Yeah, I know.
Because, like, say one really arrogant person would say, "Oh, I don't need help. I can craft a device with levers and
yeah." What did you
stuff.
bring in your backpack?
Well, I mean, is there wood on the planet? Are there resources on the planet?
Let's just say it's Earth type.
Okay, so there's
terrestrial.
So there's wood. They can craft devices that give them leverage and wheels and shit like that.
You have 365 days. That's
Yeah.
an Earth year for the season to get the ball to the other side.
So,
there is an ocean, but you know to avoid it.
yeah, as I was saying...
You've seen it, right? Like,
yeah.
People have seen the planet from orbit, so they know what not... An idea that, okay, let's not go near water.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Lest we lose the ball, and then just wait around for a year for the ship to come doing nothing.
Yeah.
And die.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh,
dude,
you got
one.
it, dude. Whoa. How's this gonna work?
I don't know.
Okay, so you are at 17. whoever's closest to 21 at the end, and if you reach 21, you reset to 0. So, do you want to hit this or not? What number ball is this?
I don't know.
I think you might want to skip your turn. That's the
white ball anyway.
A 9? I think that's a 9 ball.
Or is it a 6? How do you know?
Oh,
how can you tell?
Yeah, I can't see it because standard definition. Okay. We'll find out when we hit it. Huh. This looks like the kind of apartment that a AI generated TV show would take place in.
There's a TV show right now that I don't remember what it's called, but I was looking at screenshots of it where they used AI generated posters for the walls.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they look like it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a TV show. How come?
Because they want to do it.
No, I mean we can do better. No,
Yeah,
not make it. I mean, I can use the AI better.
Oh,
like
that's a
not
good
even
point.
That.
Yeah.
Like,
no. Yeah. You know they're going to be like not only are they like chomping at the bit to use AI, they're bad at it.
Yeah, they're 70. So they use, I don't know, it's I'll show it to you. There's like a heavy metal concert poster that it doesn't spell a complete word. It's like it trails off.
Yeah.
And it's not small. It's big, the poster. Like it's big enough that you can see it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god. But why? But why? Just you can use the AI. Like you put the prompt in. If you say what it says, it'll try to put it in there, right? Like if I say heavy metal poster, 80s, on the wall, shiny, realistic paint, and says quotation mark, blah blah blah, close quotation, it will try to make it say that.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll fail, but like sometimes it does say that, yeah.
But they didn't do that. They couldn't do that. It says nothing. It's a blur. It would be fine if it was a postage stamp. But it's not. It's not a postage stamp. It's on the wall.
Yeah.
It's not a far away texture. It's not LOD. It's not lotted out.
Okay, here's an idea. Laud house. A house where everything is a level of detail-ified.
So everything's a faraway model.
Yeah.
That would be so funny.
Everything's all jagged and
funny.
low detail. Like you got like what's the word? You got appliances around the house that you can use, but they're like simplified to the point that you can, like, the microwave doesn't open and shit like that.
Whoa, that's weird. Man, you need a really good 3D printer to make that stuff.
Yeah. Like, they took it, but the microwave works, right? But you just can't open it. So what they did was they took a real microwave, removed the case, and 3D printed something that's solid and doesn't have a door that can open. And it's just like
I like this idea.
It's a textured cube.
Appliances that don't work.
Yeah.
Make some of that. Sell non-working appliances. How does this work? The door doesn't open.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, that was the 9.
You got 21.
I got 21!
You weren't even trying.
Awesome.
Congratulations, you got a new item.
You got balls.
Congratulations,
you got balls,
a new
kid.
item. You got the balls. It's fucking mental. You got the new balls.
Bowls. You got bowls. Man, what a game.
Wow, pool party. Maybe don't buy Wii games with the word party in the title.
Yeah, maybe don't buy them in general.
Mm.
I don't know.
They're a little out of vogue right now, I'd say.